Yeah,
Am I audible?
yeah, you're audible, Harshavardhan.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I took topic of street lights, ma'am. Using street lights.
Yeah, you start, ma. Others, others kindly listen to his seminar, ma. Actually, don't think it's not related to the subject. You know well about the subject where you are using the microcontroller and all. So knowledge-wise, you can expand these things. So please explain, Harshavardhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Mm, Ma'am, like by vehicle movement, the street light gets on and off, ma'am, so that we can conserve energy.
Okay.
So this is the picture, ma'am. Mm. This is the street light. When the car be in its range, the light gets on. If it there's no vehicle or just nothing is there, so it gets off. So for example, like there's a smart street light which has like for example now we are having street lights as just a pole and which helps to support the transmission lines or the power supply and just goes
Harshavardhan,
to the,
we were not getting the diagram.
yeah ma'am, this
Yeah,
is the
yeah, yeah.
and but now it has getting smarter and smarter, so the street light are used for everything, like instead of having each and everything on other supports, the only street light has made everything, like it is used for everything. It has inbuilt CCTV camera, Wi-Fi routers, and emergency alerts,
Mm.
and those lights which are given over there, like which have less time due to heavy rain or sunlight, the lights get the durability of the light or the light durability get decreases. So instead of that, they're using weather suited weather suited paints on the light so that it will be more durability, so that long last for a long time. And it has few emergency talks also, like for someone got any accident or someone fell down, so the emergency needs will help us. So this is the new and the smartest way of the street lights, man. And this is the block diagram, ma'am.
Mm.
We use transformer, bridge rectifier, blocking diode, voltage regulator. So actually, when the supply is given to the transformer, 220 volts is stepped down to 12 volts, and bridge rectifier used to convert AC voltage to DC voltage, and blocking diode is used for safety purpose, for protection. If by chance if AC is not converted into DC, not to get damage this circuit. Mm, uh, 1 second, ma'am. I'll
Point.
use some kind of
Highlighter you have, but it will highlight. No
this
problem. Point.
fact.
Uh,
But I'll use iron. Okay, now blocking diode is used for protection of the circuit, and voltage regulator, which decrease 12 volts to 5 volts, which help our microcontroller is use only 5 volts instead of, like it is only applicable using 5 volts voltage. So we use LM78 sorry 7805, so that it can reduce 12 volts to 5 volts. And we use microcontroller IPC, sorry, PIC 18F45452. Now it is connected to infrared reactors, infrared receivers and transmitter, and these are the street lights. When the vehicle is passing through the street light, uh, this IR's transmitter and receiver send this rays. So if by chance if any car comes, it reflects and received by the IR receiver, so the street light gets on. If there's no vehicle, like If there's no vehicle passing through the street light, so it automatically get off. What are the components and why we are using those components? We use transformer, bridge rectifier. These all are there in the diagram. So I'm just making few points so that you can understand why we use the transformer. Transformer used to step down the voltage from 220 volts AC to 212 volts. A bridge rectifier is used to convert AC voltage to DC voltage. A blocking diode is used for protection of the transformer. Voltage regulator, which regulates
Diagram.
12 voltage DC to 5 volts, which we require for the microcontroller. And microcontroller we are using I pick 18F452 microcontroller, which has 40 pins and which is powered by 5 volt DC supply, and it is connected to infrared receiver and transmitter and the LED lights. Uh, one second. Four to five row of LED lights are there. So if any car vehicle pass through it, so the lights turn on. So because of the brightness, we can easily visible, like, easily we can see the road. If any particles are there or not, like speed breakers, it will be very used. Transmitter, which emits range infrared light around 20 to 30 degrees. So if any car passing through that infrared light, the receiver receives the lights and immediately the power get on and the lights gets on, so we can see the road clearly. And this is the my PIC 16 microcontroller, and this is PIC 16 F877. This is PIC 7 F84A, and this is the IR transmitter and receiver. This transmits and this receiver. This is the receiver. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Harshavardhan. You kindly move on to the previous slide to that is you have seen smart light that diagram. Yeah. So students, this is a wonderful diagram. Here, actually, you have explained how it is working. You have explained well, Harshavardhan. Very good. And you have to understand that now only I'm seeing how the smart street light works. Actually, in our college, in our campus also, I think your senior batch have done the same thing. Whenever we go, so that time only the light will glow. Otherwise, the light will off. Okay, using IR transmitter and receiver, he had done lightning in our. It is near to our IRC. Okay, automatically the light will be turned on. Um, but it is the only thing is whenever the person is detected only, it will work. So they
Yes.
put a PIR, proximity sensor, and you have explained with various facilities available in the smart street light. Very good. And see, as we have put up all the thing, emergency to intercom, he had put digital street. um, okay, it's where you are and how it will be navigate to the other streets and all. The camera, if any person is not some other, if you want to find out any illegal activities, we can find out through the security camera. And you have seen public Wi-Fi, where whatever happenings here, I can able to store it in my cloud and I can view it. And vehicle and pedestrian traffic counter. Okay, so automatically we can understand whether the vehicle or pedestrian is moving on that. Then ambient light sensor. So it will always used. So due to the weather condition and all, we can able to change the glowing condition of the LED bulb. So you have explained Harshavardhan very well, and it's one of the. I have got a very interest on this smart street light. Normally we used to say okay the street well blur, but it have been contains with all security system and all. So a smart street light can do this much of protection to the public now. So we can always embed it with all other things. Okay, yeah. Staff share, Amrit Harshavardhan, very good. Yeah, now the 14 students were there. So I think you all understand.
Ma'am,
Yeah, ma, Lakshmi.
ma'am, Subbu asked me to inform you, ma'am.
What?
She has submitted fax assignment instead of embedded.
So what I have to do? Ask her to remove and resubmit. The cutoff.
What, ma'am?
Ask her to remove it and resubmit. Okay, or else I will enable.
If you allow now,
Then only she
then
can
she
have a.
will, ma'am.
And the full name of her.
Subbalakshmi,
Register number.
85, ma'am.
Okay, I will remove it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Izad, are you ready? Izad Agamat, Harshavardhan have taken.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
give me 5 minutes, ma'am. It is in my laptop, ma'am. My sister is
Oh,
using the laptop. She has online classes. After
okay.
5 minutes, I'll take.
Okay, Izad. So, Shiva Subramanian,
Ma'am,
are you taking, ma'am? Shiva Subramanian.
ma'am, you didn't
Tell.
inform me, ma'am.
I told all has to prepare.
Ma'am,
Yours,
yesterday I was absent, ma'am. Ma'am, yesterday I was absent, ma'am.
yesterday you are. Okay, tomorrow will you be prepared?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And Joshua, now only he's joining. Register number 69, who? Sai Manite Java. Joshua, have you prepared, Joshua?
Ma'am,
Have you prepared? No.
no, ma'am.
Tell me. You are
Next
not. Next?
next week, no, ma'am.
Next
Yesterday,
week. Okay. Afsar,
Yes, always next week.
you also are next week. Okay. So what we can do? All are saying next week. Okay. Actually, today I will teach one topic for you. Whenever the students joined, they will understand. Okay. So previous class, I will share. Izad, once I complete the class, you take. No problem for you?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Can you able to view, ma? So students listen. We were in the fourth unit only. Okay, we didn't complete that. I tried to complete this week, but probably we were not getting the full strength, so I can't able to move on to the topic. Actually, in this fourth unit, I told you all the serial communication protocols are very very important, and that will be your 16-mark question. So if you start explaining the protocol, you have to explain. So we completed RS 232 and RS 445, and inter-integrated circuits also we have completed, and I have completed SPI also, serial peripheral interface. And today we will see one of the important serial protocol. The remaining and all you may have a doubt whether I am using or not, but USB and all we were using day-to-day life. So we will see today the universal serial bus protocol. So this is also one of the communication protocol to communicate with any system, or if I want to communicate with Android phone, or else through I can connect USB, universal serial bus, to transfer the data. Okay, so today we will all see the one of the important serial protocol, USB. So the only topic is left out is Ethernet. Okay. So now I will move on to USB, ma. Actually, today I will upload. Tomorrow I will upload. Okay, ma. Universal serial bus. So we used to say USB port or USB cable. So it is one of the way to connecting the peripheral. Once again. Students, kindly listen to this video.
Ma'am, no audio, ma'am.
No audio. Eh,
Yes.
I can able to hear. Why?
Ma'am,
Just
change the mic settings, ma'am.
huh?
If you can change the
Are
mic
you
settings.
are you hearing now?
No, ma'am.
No.
You can change the mic settings, ma'am, to the desktop so that the microphone settings.
Yeah,
No, ma'am. In the Zoom, ma'am. Sorry.
it's not getting.
In the Zoom, we have the microphone settings, ma'am. Then like, if you put
You
the
can't able to hear.
no, ma'am.
No. Able to hear, now. Now can you able to hear? Now can you able to hear the voice, ma?
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. I think there is a problem on playing videos. Okay. Actually, they have explained what are the types of USB available there. Okay. Okay, I will explain with with my PPT. Okay. So you have to understand uh, external serial bus interface. So you want to connect any peripheral device or any storage device. I can use USB port or USB cable, and nowadays it is very popular. Okay, now while I'm taking classes, I'm using two USB port. One is to connect my headphone. I have used one USB port. Another is, even it is a Ethernet cable. My Ethernet cable is not support to connect with my system, so I have connected one USB port. Through that I have connected my LAN cable. So I have used two USB port to every day while I'm connecting. I'm using one for my headphone and other for my internet connection. So you have to understand, so universal serial bus is very important one. Okay, you all know the RS-232, I2C, SPI and all have developed. Even RS-232, it is developed in 1960s. Okay, so that's why still even it is popular, because it is developed in that time and it is mostly compatible to connect with the system and modem. But when you move on to USB, the USB have been developed only in the year of 1997. So you just see, it is developed very late period only, but the application wise and performance wise, the USB is very important and roles on serial communication protocol, and it is used to interface the peripherals to the computer. So you have to understand what is USB, universal serial bus. And in the universal serial bus, I already told, it is mainly to use to attach the peripherals to the computer. Okay, so I told you, yeah, definitely in system we have a two USB ports. Nowadays I don't think so. How many USB ports? Yeah, two USB ports on laptops and four USB ports on desktop computers. Because desktop we have to connect a mouse, keyboard, and all there, na? So we have more number of USB ports on desktop computers. So you have to understand it is developed in the year of 1997 and it become quickly popular. I told you it is used to connect peripheral devices. So keyboards, mouse, printers, okay, hard drives are mainly used to connect to the PC. Okay. So and one more thing is uh, they were saying mainly USB is used to connect the peripheral devices to computer, all peripheral devices. So if I want to connect any peripheral devices, my USB port is very easy to connect. So I have listed out some features of USB. Single connector, very important one. I need not to go with more connector. It's a single connector. Okay. And you all know I can connect various devices. So using the single connector I can connect various devices. So depending upon my peripheral device I can connect with that single connector type. Okay. And easily, and actually I can easily safely plug and unplug. So it is easy to connect and disconnect. That is saying plug and play. I told you plug and play is nothing but the same way. It is automatically identify, configure. We need not to set up any hardware for this to connect. So once it will identify and it will automatically the driver begins to work. High performance, this is one of the important highlight points. Okay. One of the important highlight point, it is 480 uh, megabit per second. You all seen rs232, how much it will transfer, ma? Anyone remember? rs232, the data transfer speed is rs232. No one have remember. I have told nearly some 10 to 20 times in your class. Yeah, Harshavardhan.
230.
20
Ah.
kilobit per second. RS232 can transfer 20 kilobit per second, and RS485 can transfer 100 kilobit per second. While we are discussing about SPI I square C, it will transfer several megabit per second or kilobit per second. But you see the USB has the highest speed. So once it, now I have disconnected and connected. So it is easy to plug and play, and the speed is also around 480 megabit per second. So that is the only mainly advantage. So I can say that how many, I am saying that only USB slot 2 will be in laptops and 4 ports will be in a desktop. But while I can see we can nearly connect, the USB is compatible to connect 127 peripheral devices. I told you simply mouse, printer, keyboard, headphones. Okay, this and all I am saying, and LAN cable and all. So it is identifying that USB can used for 127 peripheral devices. So I can connect various peripheral devices where my USB port is compatible to work with that. Okay, bus supplied power. Okay, uh, where the power is needed for this USB. Sometime while I'm connecting to the system directly, I don't need any external power source for this USB devices. So while I'm connecting to my system, there itself it will take the power. So we need not to go for any external power sources. Are you clear, ma? We don't need any external power sources.
Ma'am,
External power sources, it's not needed for the
ma'am,
low
Pushpali ma'am.
power devices. Yes, ma? Anyone?
Ma'am, this is Kavita, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
To check, I came inside, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. Okay, ma'am. Have you checked, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, any other information you need, ma'am?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No,
Ah,
no.
okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Then easy to use. That's the main point. So even I told you, it's very easy to plug. How we were putting the plugs inside the electrical socket. The same way, automatically once I plugged inside, it will work. So um, there is no need of anything or software has to be installed for this. Automatically, the end user can able to use. then low cost. That is one of the main advantage. So the no the host handles most of the protocol complexity. So the design is simple and it's a low cost. So while you are asking about futures of universal serial bus, you have to identify single connector and even send that while I'm connecting to my computer, you need not to reboot. Even though if I connect any change in software, my system will definitely ask. If, for example, if I want to install any program inside the system, it will ask. The system has to be rebooted. But USB port is not like that. I can easily connect. I can easily swappable. So you need not to reboot and all. Okay, and plug and play and high performance. I can transfer with the high speed. Expandability, I can extend till 127 peripheral devices are identified and connected via USB port. And bus supplied power, I don't need any separate power. Okay, so all our flash memory cards, Bluetooth, everything will be energized by the system itself. Easy to use, low cost. So you have to know what are the advantage. So I think while I'm saying the advantage, you can able to figure it out and you can able to understand how it is used in our day-to-day life. Okay, and one more thing, version. I think the version is very, very important in USB. So I told you while it is in practice, it is 1997. Now till USB, again in August 2019 also they released USB 4.0 or 5.0 and all. So the USB still now it is in the development stage, and we have a many compatible to work. So while you are seeing that USB 1.0, actually you have to understand it is developed in 1996. So at that year only, you all know, while I want to save my data from my system to any peripheral devices, we used floppy disk. You can remember at that time we have only the device to save. So what we will do, we will save everything in floppy disk. Slowly what happened, the floppy disk have been vanished, and you have seen that CD. Okay, so compact disc become popular. So even some thing we will always have in a compact disc. So we will have so many CDs. I think in 2005 7 till 2010 it's popular. Then slowly the compact disc have replaced by USB. It is simple in size. We can easily carry over to any place. We can easily plug and play. It no need of rebooting the systems. The cost is low, and the data speed is high. So all these advantages, my USB have taken, and it will vanish the floppy disk, and now it vanish the compact disk and all, CD and all, and now the USB have taken the position, and now we were saving the data, and now it is easy for us to recover. And even before floppy disk, you have seen that we have a rolled type tape, magnetic tape, where we will store the data. So after the invention of this computer and begin to use, the this have been replaced, magnetic tape have been replaced, and floppy disk have taken. After floppy disk have taken, and now we have seen olden days, we have a system with floppy disk and CD drive. Now we can't able to find such a system because it's our old. So we if you are buying any laptops and all, we don't have a CD drive also. Okay, so even in 2010-11 we have a system with the CD drive. Now while we are buying the system in 2020, we don't have any CD drive related system, because if I want to get any data, or if I want to any save any data, the USB port have taken the thing, and now everything have been replaced by this USB, a single port. Okay, so you just see my version of USB, January 1996. It is transferring 1.5 megabit per second to 12 megabit per second. Then 1.1 Now at that time only 1998 only, there is an USBs came into the picture, and it is widely identified. And you April 2000, okay, some major revision have taken, and it can transfer 480 megabit per second. So now we have a version of USB 3.0, say 2008 3.0. It can transfer to 4.8 gigabit per second. So you have seen, while it's starting from a few megabit per second to gigabit per second, it transferring. So once I plug, I automatically, I can see, I can transfer my data, I can store my data. I don't need any external power to save, and it is easy to carry over, and size is also very small. And you all know the USB having four pathway. We have a four pathway, two for power conductors and two twisted signal conductor. That nothing but power conductor means we all know supply and ground. We always need a supply and ground. So to data transfer, we have a two type of twisted conductor, T plus and D minus conductors. Are you clear? So USB having four pathway, but it's not visible to us. But you have to understand, one is for supply and ground, and another for the D plus and D minus conductor. Okay. So you have seen USB. USB, the implemented of USB. RS-232 implemented by whom? RS-232 implemented by whom? RS-232 implemented by whom? Yeah, tell me. No reply from your side. RS-232 implemented by whom? Tell me. Yes, students, are you there? Shushant. Shushant. RS, RS-232 implemented by RS-232. RS, now what is the full form for RS, Shushant? Taking class is merely waste for you people, I think so. RS is full form for RS. No one will take the notes. He's typing and searching. Okay, that is also good. Full form of RS.
Recommended standard 232.
Recommended standard cable. Who is developed RS-232, ma? Developed by which company? Developed by which company, ma? De Developed by which concern? Shushant, that you are not getting.
EIA, ma'am.
EIA full form.
Electronic Industries Association.
Electronic Industry Association. Okay. Yeah, yeah, he had searched and he's telling the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Kishan Sango. Kishan Sango. Kishan, are you there, man?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the full form of CAN? CAN, CAN. Difficult question. Have you identified Kishan Sango? What is the full form of CAN?
Campus area network, ma'am.
Huh?
Campus area network.
Campus area network. My God. While you're searching in the web, you're getting campus area network. Huh? You are not getting controller area network. Huh?
No, ma'am.
CAN is controller area network. Where it is used mainly CAN?
For controlling.
Okay. Who developed this CAN ma? Who developed the CAN protocol? Who developed? Who developed?
Nicolas Appert.
Robert Bosch. Have you seen that Robert Bosch?
No.
No, you didn't see. CAN is developed. CAN is mainly used in automobile industries. I'm saying that several times. In when you look up car, you have to see in windows and for automatic airbag, radio, or if I'm connecting any engine control, window control, or anti-braking systems, everything is interconnected by CAN, controller area network, not campus area network. Are you clear? Developed by Robert Bosch. Okay. And we'll ask some interesting facts I will get from you people. Vijay, Vijay, are you there, Vijay? Vijay, Vijay, you went somewhere else, Vijay? Yeah, you're here. Okay, you raised your hand. What is the full form of I square C, Vijay? What is the full form of I square C? I square C full form? Where is Vijay? Why, Joshua, you have unmuted your mic? Joshua? Joshua Abhishek Kumar. Joshua Abhishek Kumar. Joshua Abhishek Kumar. Joshua Abhishek Kumar.
Ma'am, for Vijay, mic is not working, it seems, ma'am.
Okay, Vijay mic is not working. Okay, ma. Okay. So, Izad, then you tell me what is the full form of I square C? You people are going to search in web and you are going to tell the answer. At least do that and tell for me.
Okay, ma'am. I square C.
I square C.
Integrated circuit.
Integrated circuits. Very good. Integrated circuits. Who have developed this, ma? Who have developed this?
Philips Semiconductor.
Philips Semiconductors. Okay. So that is I square C, and mainly it is used to connect the peripheral devices like EEPROMs, audio processor, video processor, or any peripheral devices. It is worked on the principle of master slave principle. Okay. So why I have started this question now? Okay. So why I have started this question now? Where the USB port is used and who have developed. I told you In 1996 only, it began to practice. They developed the USB with the low speed, full speed, and how now it is working with high speed. That is gigabit per second. You just imagine, it is working with the maximum speed of 4.5 gigabit per second. So even though the memory capacity also increased. So olden days it is 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB. Now 32 GB, 64 GB can able to store in the USB. So we don't need any hard disk to store this and all. So we need completely using the USB we can store it. So you have to know the USB idea was implemented by Apple. You all know the iPhone company Apple that have been developed that. So Apple desktop bus, they have developed only this. You have an idea and it is accepted by the electronic association protocols, and they have slowly developed this USB. So the USB is mainly to thing is, it's a host control. So only host can use the bus, and there will be how to transfer the data and all. The host will be decided, and it will take all transaction storing and all. The bandwidth, the capacity also decided by the USB host. And then transaction method, so it is following token based protocol. Okay, token based protocol, and this idea is implemented by Apple. So we will see what is token based protocol. And this is the USB. So USB version 1, which have low and full speed. USB 2 have taken the high speed. So nowadays all USB are working in high speed. So olden days USB 1 is only in the low and full speed. Now we are using in high speed. So we are transferring 480 megabit per second. You understand, this is my USB architecture. You all see there is only one host device and multiple device can connect. I told you that I have only one host hub. Hub we all know it is used to connect. Okay, host device. Host device means what? PC. PC will be my host device. That's why I told you the host will give authority. So once I plugged, automatically PC will show the message whether USB can able to open, or I have to check any virus in the USB. So all authority will be decided by host. Host is nothing but our PC. Okay, and I can through the hub, I can connect various peripheral devices. I told you nearly 127 peripheral devices are there. And now we have two types of USB: bus powered, self powered. Bus powered means while I'm inserting into the computer, there itself my USB will draw the power. That is bus powered. Self powered means it's have a built-in power supply. So that is a self powered hub is there, because some wireless hub is also working. USB is also there. So at that time it has a built-in power supply. Are you clear? So we have a two types of hubs. You have, that is bus powered hubs and self-powered hubs. I think you can understand the architecture of USB. Host of the architecture is nothing but your PC, personal computer or laptops, or even mobile phone. Also now we have a compatibility to connect with the USB. So that is my host devices. And hub, I can connect through my hub. I can connect various my peripheral devices. Nearly 127 peripheral devices I can able to connect with all this USB port. And this have a two power. One is bus powered. While I'm plugged, I will draw the power. Another one is self powered. That means I told you wireless USB is there nowadays. So wireless USB means you need not to plug in. So it have a built-in power supply to get the self power. Are you clear, ma? Okay. And I think so. We will continue in the next class, and the remaining and all. Today I told you just what is USB and what are the introduction and architecture of USB. So next class we will see the USB topology, types and all. Okay. So now what we will do, Izat, are you ready, Izat?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Can I share it in my through my phone, ma'am?
Yeah, you. I think I gave an option. Multiple participants can share. You try to share.
1 second, ma'am. It is in the laptop my sister is using, ma'am. I'll get it, receive it in 2 minutes, ma'am. I'll share it in the phone, ma'am.
Okay. So meanwhile, I will take the attendance. So I will read out whoever present. Okay, I will read out the number whoever present. Register number 3, 7,
Present, ma'am.
19. I am saying whoever present only.
Okay, ma'am.
I will read 23, 30, 34, 36, 39, 44, 52, 69, 87, 93, 702, 951. So only I think 15 students only present. I think ma'am is also inside the class. So while I'm looking up, only 15 students.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yeah, Harshavardhan.
ma'am, actually today we have a cognizant essay, ma'am. So from morning to till 4 o'clock we have classes, but all like the members who are registered in that all are here. Few are here. Everything
Okay.
all are
What
attending.
what it is, ma?
It's regarding a cognizant company, no, like it's regarding
Oh,
essay writing.
okay, okay,
So
okay,
they are
okay.
taking tests also from practice.
Actually, this week they may able to cancel the class. I don't know why they kept, because the strength is less. Even I can't able to conduct kagot or classes. I can't able to take. Okay,
Yes.
so we will see. While I think this Izad gave. Izad, are you here? Your sister is attending through laptop, and you people were all
Yes, ma'am. I'll
attending through.
connect, ma'am. I'll
No,
connect,
no.
ma'am.
My question is, school-going students are listening using
No, not
laptops
school
and.
going sister, ma'am. She's in college, ma'am. Third year.
Okay, okay.
Twin sister, ma'am.
Vijay, tomorrow the question will be to you. So change your mic. Okay. If anything, I will ask you. People are saying there is a problem in mic. Very good escape, ma. How many of you submitted the assignment yesterday? I think so. Last date. Have you all submit? No. See, tomorrow, who are all have to take now? Sushant. Sushant, are you there, Sushant? Sushant is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow you will have to take. Then
Yes,
Jay
but I will try
Surya.
to send the mail.
Okay. Jay Surya, register number 87. 87. Tomorrow will take.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Surya Prakash will take. Then next one is Vijay. Vijay, that's why I told you to check the mic. So tomorrow Vijay, Shushant, Surya Prakash, and Joshua Abhishek. If you also ready, you prepare tomorrow. Are you clear? Shiva Subramanian, you want to willing, you prepare and come. Why you raise the hand, Shiva Subramanian?
Ma'am, for submitting assignment, I have raised, ma'am.
You are submitting assignment you raised. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I will check who are all have submitted.
Ma'am, I have
Okay.
also done somewhat late, ma'am.
Nearly 87 students have submitted. Superb, ma. I think
Ma'am, I have submitted today morning.
today
Somewhat late.
morning, so not submitted. So it's showing that overall not submitted, and all. It's not showing. Cancel. Yeah, 87 students have submitted. So I have to appreciate you people, ma. Okay, not submitted. Akash Singh, he didn't submit. Harshavardhan E. 34 Harshavardhana.
Ma'am.
Why you didn't? You are
Yes,
Harshavardhan E. Why
yes,
you didn't submit Harshavardhan?
ma'am. I forgot to write the application. The last long one.
That you just draw that smart light diagram. Okay, and that block diagram already I have shown as application while I'm taking the class. You too that. Jagan, Jagan, Jagan is there. He's there and he won't answer anything. Jagan, எப்போ assignment submit பண்ணுவ?
Today submit.
Today will submit. Okay, ma. Maria Jan Bosco, irkrana. Maria Jan Bosco. Okay, I can understand.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I can understand, ma. Ragulkar, illa. Sundar Raj, Vanmati, Vijay Kumar. See, only actually Tyagi assignment only in the draft, not submitted. Every time Tyagi will do the same mistake. Okay, the remaining only I think so 8 students have not submitted. The remaining and all have submitted, ma. So you kindly submit or else we can't able to give the marks. Okay, tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will correct my valuation. Yes, Izad. What problem? Sharing the document this much of time you are taking. Is that Agamat? See, now this two, even though we were saying we are using this kind of online apps and all very difficult, now we have start practicing. Okay, he has shared his device, I think so. Yeah, good ma. Good.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you
Just
see the screen? Ma'am?
yeah, I can see speed control of DC motor using PWM techniques.
Yes, ma'am. Pulse width modulation. So today's topic, I'm gonna explain about speed control of DC motor using PWM techniques, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, I can able to hear. Yeah, proceed.
Yes, ma'am. So the speed control can be achieved by mechanical or electrical techniques, ma'am. But it uses larger size of hardware. But microcontroller based techniques, it is very easy. 1 second. To control the speed of the DC motor. So other techniques will be harder, ma'am, because large size of hardware are used. But microcontroller, if you're gonna microcontroller based, it will be very easy to control the speed of the DC motor, ma'am.
Yeah. So
PWM, pulse width modulation wave, can be used to control the speed of the motor, ma'am. This is the diagram, ma'am.
Yeah, I think just try to zoom it. Can able to. It's a touch screen. Yeah, this way. Then you slightly show where you're teaching.
Ma'am, I'm actually fully zoomed, ma'am. Can you able to see, ma'am?
Yeah, can able to see, but the half of the thing only shown. Till relay driver only we can able to see.
Relay driver.
Yeah.
Ma'am, wait, ma'am. I'll put in auto rotation mode. I don't know.
Auto rotation.
It's not happening. Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. This device, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, then it's okay. Go to the. You just scroll it. Yeah. Keep
Yes,
it in there.
So this is the hardware used, ma'am. 8051 series microcontroller we're using it, and transformers, crystal diodes, voltage regulator, LED, resistor, capacitor, push button, relay, lamp. These are the hardware requirements, ma'am.
Okay.
And these are the software requirements, ma'am. Fill compiler and language, embedded C language. These are the software requiring we're using, ma'am. And these are the microcontrollers, ma'am.
This is microcontroller specification.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
go to the block diagram.
Block diagram is here,
Block,
ma'am.
yeah, you explained that. Actually, today Harshavardhan have explained. Transformer na 230 to 12 volt step down transformer. Rectifier will convert AC to DC. Okay, and a regulator will use to get the constant DC voltage. So for that they were using. And a display, you have put a LED display or LCD. It is used to
LED
display
display,
this.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then more.
And the temperature sensor
Okay,
is here on the left. It detects the temperature, ma'am.
okay,
Detects the temperature and it sends to the 8051 series
uh,
and then to the relay driver. I didn't see the diagram much, ma'am. I studied the main part and concentrate on the diagrams.
what you have put is lamp on off, but the question is you have said about DC motor. I think the topic and this block diagram doesn't matches.
Ma'am, actually, I did 2 topics, ma'am. The thing is, the temperature controller I did and DC motor I did.
And this block diagram is not related to DC
Temperature.
motor. Okay, okay. You move on to then.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I did 2 things.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Now you start.
So this is PWM, ma'am. About
Okay.
PWM. PWM switches frequency as much faster, ma'am. Faster than the other load.
Okay.
It is used in the power device, and the term duty cycle describes the proportional on time to regular intervals of the period time. The low duty corresponds to the low power because the power is off or the most of the time. Duty cycle is expressed in percentage. Applications are it is used in telecommunication, voltage regulation, audio effects, and amplification. This is the application, ma'am.
Okay.
And this is how the DC motor works, ma'am.
Okay.
So you can see the diagram, ma'am.
Yeah. Normally DC motor. So it is working under the principle. Whenever flux linking coil is changes, an EMF is induced. That is generator principle. Sorry, motor principle is how we will explain. That means a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field. It experiences a force. So you have drawn the diagram. Okay, it's a simple motor. Then next.
Yes, ma'am. This is the operation, ma'am. How to connect it. Actually, for this only, I have to show the circuit diagram.
Yes.
Yes, we have to connect to battery first, and then switch the supply. Keep the program switch in program mode, and burnt hex to file. Ma'am, this is supposed to be done in the software thing. Yes, ma'am.
Embedding the program.
Yes, ma'am. That we are using that. I've mentioned, ma'am. The software is used, ma'am. Kyle compiler and embedded C assembly.
Yes.
This is how to operate using PWM, ma'am.
Okay.
Connect PB3 pin to DC motor, and we have to switch the supply and press the switch 1. And we have to press the switch 1 with full speed, ma'am. And then we have to press the switch 2 to half speed and switch off the motor. This is how it works in PWM based DC motor, ma'am.
Yes.
These are the principles. The principle to control the speed of the motor by varying the duty cycle of the pulse applied to it. It is used to interface it to the microcontroller, which are used to control the speed of the motor.
Yes.
PWM is generated at the output by microcontroller as per the program is done. And seeing microcontroller circuit principles. Okay, these both are same, ma'am. That this one and that. An advantage, ma'am. Because of PWM method, we can save the power, ma'am.
Yes.
It's going to be any other method, we can't be able to save the power. But PWM method, if we're going to use, we can save the power. And applications, it can be used to control the speed of the motor and used in shopping malls, and even it can be used in industries. And then conclusion. Ma'am, this is the other conclusion, not this one. That's it, ma'am, till application.
Yeah. Actually, you have explained, yeah, you stop sharing. You have explained with PWM to control the speed of the DC motor. I think you have studied in your second year. What are the two methods to control the speed of the DC motor? You did in lab also. Anyone remember? Speed control of DC motor. Anyone, did you remember? Hey man, tell me speed control of DC motor. Anyone remember?
It's control.
You have remember or not? No one have remembered. Speed control of DC
Flux
motor.
control method.
Yeah, flux
Speed
control and armature control method. Very good, very good. Actually, we are having a two kind of control. One is flux control and another one is armature control. Did you remember? We just vary the variac and we will vary the speed of the variac of will vary the variac of field as well as we will vary the variac of armature. Hence, we will control the speed of the motor. Actually, now he have given that. I will share you this block diagram. I think I will share you the simple block diagram. Then only I think he have taken a very good effort on explaining that. But the block diagram, Izad Ahmad, you have said me,
Yes, ma'am.
you have explained well. The
Yes,
topic
ma'am. The
is
block diagram, I
you
little
have
bit
missed the
missed
only
it,
the
ma'am.
block diagram.
Actually,
Okay.
did 2 experiments, ma'am. Thought of doing